I'm Justine, and Meredith introduced me as her friend since first grade. What I'm not sure that Meredith remembers is dancing with me at my aunt's wedding when we were just 18 months old. Melanie confirmed you had a great time. While I don't necessarily remember that either, what I've always remembered is admiring Meredith. In kindergarten, we rode the school bus together. I remember admiring her pretty pink fingernails, gripping the seats around those winding Route 154 curves. Many of you might have experienced those on your journey out here this weekend. In elementary school, I admired her long golden hair and was always in awe with how she stayed #1 on the reading charts for having the most books read. She didn't know it then, but she inspired me to read just the first page, last page, and back cover of my books in order to keep up. Through high school, we did most everything together, from sports, band, and too many clubs, homework, field trips, and girls' nights. As we've grown, I've admired Meredith's positive attitude and her amiable personality. She is patient and kind, supportive and caring, and values every moment she can spend with family and friends.
As many of you know, I am not the most affectionate person in the world, and Jake makes up for that. But the tables were not always like this. If the story goes correctly, when I was brought home from the hospital, they put me in Jake's arms, and after I started crying, his exact words were, "Can we please take him back?" So don't let him get you wrong. We've been through a lot. Wrestling matches that sometimes end up with Jake's head in a wall or his body in a fridge. You can ask him about it later. But it is backed with love. Our mom has a famous quote that says, "When I die, I hope you both don't hate each other," which will not happen because I do need somebody to beat in golf. So thank you for that. But all in all, you have been the best brother. You help me out whenever I need it, and I'm thankful for that.
You through fire and rain, hand in hand, my love, I'll keep you safe. Where will our story go? You're all I wanna know. Gonna be alright. I'm yours, you're mine. Our love is once in a lifetime. We're gonna be alright, even on the line, 'cause our love is once in a lifetime. I said it once, I'll say it time and again. You, my love, I'll be yours till the end. And so our story goes. You're all I'll ever know. We're gonna be alright. I'm yours, you're your heart is every bit a part of me. Where you go, I go. 'Cause your heart is every bit a part of me. When you hurt, I hurt. 'Cause your heart is every bit a part of me. Where you go, I go. 'Cause your heart is every bit a part of me. We're gonna be alright. I'm yours, you're mine. Our love is once in a lifetime. We're gonna be alright, even on the line. 'Cause our love is once in a lifetime.
The Christian home is a safe refuge from the storms of life where love, support, understanding, and trust are present. A beautiful garden where children can grow and learn from parents who love each other and them. We are gathered here to establish a new home, Meredith and Jake's. This decision by both of you is the most important decision, other than believing in Jesus as God's Son, that you will make. It is not to be taken lightly. This is a lifetime commitment. Okay, it looks like I don't have to tell you. Please take each other's hands. Jacob, do you take Meredith to be your wedded wife?
I do.
Meredith, do you take Jacob to be your wedded husband?
I do.
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Breathe deep, love. Take your time. Hang on loosely as time flies. Through all of the laughs and every tear, I never would have thought we'd make it here. Please know, wherever this life goes, this will be your home. You're never alone. My love, remember you're always enough. Hold on and never give up. You're never alone. Wherever this life goes, wherever this life goes.
So I'm gonna throw a story out there about Jake and my mom, my mother, Grandma Lambert. And so my mom and also my dad, they're both overseeing this event from heaven. And but Jake had the opportunity to meet Grandma Lambert. The first time was at a family event held at my sister Ann and Scott's place. And so Jake comes in there, and then mom rolls in, like I think she was using a walker at that point, and she, makes her entrance, looks at Jake and says, "Give me some water." "Who are you, anyways?" And I think Jake was always a little bit scared of my mom there after that. And as far as my dad, who Jake did not meet, he passed away when Meredith was 8 years old, I think. We can only imagine what he might have said about Jake. Being a man of few words, I'm guessing that it would have been something thoughtful or a simple quip like, "Oh my, he's a hugger." But quite often, I can see my dad in Meredith because of her personality, and I'm sure that that's part of the reason why Jake and Meredith are together. So, so Melanie and I have been married for 33 years this summer. So it's the best thing I've ever done. And many of the people that blessed our wedding day and our lives since then are here today, along with all the new family and friends. So we thank all of you for being here. And we're hoping that Meredith and Jake are thinking the same thing I am in 33 years. Today was the best thing they ever did.
So for those of you who don't know, I'm in the fortunate position to call both of these people my best friends prior to them even meeting. So how lucky am I? That's pretty lucky because they're two amazing people. But Meredith and I grew up together. Jake and I met at college orientation. And there are only a handful of people you meet in your life that are friends for life. And as of a few hours ago, two of mine are now married.
Now, I've known that this day would happen for a long, long time. Meredith has been planning on marrying Jacob since 2008, which I know what you're thinking. Meredith and Jake didn't meet until 2016. It's not this Jacob, it's Jacob Black from Twilight. Meredith was firmly Team Jacob. She had Jacob Black posters, she named her cat after him, and she even had this little Jacob action figure. And while our Jake is not a teenage werewolf, he's probably a better match for Meredith. Meredith is a type A, list-making type of person, and Jake is a go with the flow, happy to be here type of person. Meredith likes to sing loudly in the car, and Jake knows when to join in and when to let her have the spotlight. Meredith likes a campfire on a starry night, and Jake likes burning things. They both like to dance, they both like beer and the beach, they both love their friends and their family, and they both think that I'm funny. Now, Meredith, I don't remember too much from the book, but I don't think it would have worked out with Jacob Black. I don't think that you two would have had anything in common, and I think the only thing he had going for him was his abs. So, he was whiny and jealous, and in the end, he imprinted on a baby. So, you dodged a bullet there. Now, in these types of speeches, you're supposed to give some sort of advice to the new couple, and I'm the last person that should give that kind of advice. So I couldn't think of anything that wouldn't be like a repackaged common saying, like if I say that communication is the most important thing that you need, and to make sure that you listen to your partner, and on the reverse side of that, you need to make sure that you are clear about your wants and your needs. That could have been easily summed up by just saying never go to bed angry. But honestly, I don't even think that's useful advice for you guys, because I think you both do that naturally, and that there's not a problem that you two couldn't solve by putting your heads together and talking about it. I'm so glad that Meredith decided at 14 to marry Jacob, because now I get to watch your relationship blossom and grow, and I can't wait to see how much you guys flourish in this next step. So, to Mr. and Mrs. Lambert,